I chose mechanical engineering because it was something I've kind of always wanted to do. It was something that interested me in terms of being able to do stuff with your hands. I always grew up playing with little things, taking things apart, so it seemed like the perfect thing for me to do.
As a child, I always took things apart and was curious about how things worked and putting them back together. So I decided that if I was going to college, I would do engineering, and it also would help in my future as far as going into my career.
I've been the math science type pretty much my whole life, and I definitely wanted a challenge. First off, that's why I came to the academy, is I wanted to be challenged academically, and mechanical engineering was definitely that.
I chose mechanical engineering because I've always wanted to do something in the engineering field, probably due to the influence of my dad. He's an electrical engineer, so I've always thought he did pretty cool things and I wanted to follow his footsteps.
I chose engineering because I have a lot of family that are successful engineers, and their experiences are what drove me to follow the same path.
We built an adaptive bike for an 8-year-old boy, Colby, who has mild autism. The bike was made so that his mother could steer and brake from the back, so it was very rewarding. I think my favorite part was knowing that it was actually going to someone and that it was going to benefit them in a way. The long nights and all that type of stuff, definitely thinking about that helped us make it through.
We were tasked with building a silencer that would reduce the sound recoil and flash of a 5.56 NATO round for Marines or special warfare operators. Just being able to go out and shoot guns, we did that a couple times, and using SolidWorks models and figuring out what would work best, and actually being able to build it and see and hold it in your hands, be like, wow, we actually built this, and testing it and seeing hey, it actually worked. Maybe not as well as we wanted it to, but it worked.
My capstone project was the human-powered vehicle. Pretty much our project was to invent a vehicle that would be easily used for a commuter or someone who just purchased some groceries and needed some storage space, and also wanting to save money for gas and things like that. So ways to transport back and forth while carrying luggage. My favorite part was actually hands-on, and it was pretty much just me and my teammates working on it. I mean, we had an advisor helping us throughout, but it was our decisions, and it was us doing the research and us figuring out what would be best for our project. It really felt like we had ownership over the project and really felt like an engineer for the first time.
My capstone project is this incinerator here, and our goal was to create a system for a community in Haiti that had no trash removal system, to get something that would clean up their island because they have a lot of trash. And so we decided to go with incineration and we built this incinerator and tested it and are giving them advice on how to use an incinerator and what it can do for their island. My favorite part was the hands-on, and we finally got to build something and test something and analyze our own data, and I thought that was a cool part of the project. And yeah, just building at last.
My capstone project was a silver chloride fuel cell invention of mine. Basically, it takes salt water and fresh water, undergoes a series of reactions through electrochemistry, unbalance of chloride atoms, and a few other things, and produces fresh water and a renewable energy source. We built a couple different prototypes, three versions of prototypes, to prove that the concept worked and that we could generate enough power on a small scale so that through scaling we could build a generator that could replace generators before deploying operating bases. I highly recommend mechanical engineering because I think it's one of the most rewarding engineering fields we have here at the Academy. I think it covers a lot of the other aspects of engineering very well. So not only do you get a very in-depth field for mechanical engineering, but it also covers, electrical engineering, systems engineering.
Definitely be all in for it. If you're going to do it, you have to be willing to do all the work. Focus, can't always do everything your friends are doing, and just want to do it. Don't just do it because everyone else is.
If you want to, read and do essays all day, that's fine. But if you want to do something fun and hands-on, engineering is definitely the way to go.
My advice would be to get good study habits right out of the gate. Your classes starting off right away are going to be easy compared to what you will be taking, so getting your good study habits now will help you in the future.
Learned basically how to go about building things, how to create a model, test it, and figure out what works, what doesn't, and go back and fix it and make things better. You always learn from your mistakes, so we definitely learned, we were able to fix them, come back, so we definitely wish we'd be able to do that more and keep getting better and better at what we did. But it's definitely just the whole process of going about and making something worthwhile.
You learn a lot about leadership and communication and all those other types of abstract things here at the Academy, but it was nice to actually have something technical that I was learning in my classes, so I'm definitely glad I picked mechanical.
I learned more about myself, and when I got tired and wanted to give up, knowing that somebody else was going to benefit from it, it's not about me, to be selfish.
Called Elavash. The waste removal system is designed with the intentions to improve the general health of the locals, decrease the human impact on the environment, and facilitate tourism.